Anin, we're gonna get introductions going while we wait to see if anybody's able to tune in to this late night feed while we're all quarantined in, probably staying up late, wondering what we can do. Anin, Indigenous Nimi Mukuns, Anishinaabe Ojibwe Ogechi Endau. Ndujaba Mama Aki, Ndujaba Mashkizibing. Indode Migizi. Miigwech. So for everybody out there, hello, I am Nimi Mukuns, Little Dancing Bear. A lot of you know me as Butterfly, and I am an Anishinaabe Ojibwe woman. I come from Mother Earth. I am an earthling, and I am a band member of Bad River, Mashkizibing, and I am also part of the Protect the Sacred Water Walk, which is temporarily on quarantine as well, sheltering in place. So wanted to just touch base, just want to really start doing things from a real casual perspective as we go day to day. So once again, it's all from the heart, on the fly, with the fly, for those of you who know me as Butterfly. So where we're at today is the Protect the Sacred Water Walk. Just like everyone else across Turtle Island is sheltering in place. We are not taking the walk across America because one of the important things is, protecting the sacred, the earth, the water, the women, all that lives and grows, all our relatives. So whatever we feel, or no matter what we do to protect ourselves, we can't put others in jeopardy. So therefore we are sheltering in place and the walk is temporarily on hold. However, a lot of you who know how I got involved with the walk is my heart. The people have truly loved me, and I really love the people, and the walk was something I could do. When asked, I said, yeah, I can do that. I can walk for the people. Every step in a prayer with all my love and heart for the water, I can do that for the people. And so that's how I got involved in it. And so right now, this is where we're at. We are all currently across Turtle Island and the globe on Mama Aki, Mother Earth, facing a huge epidemic that is sweeping through, projected to take our elders and old ones and those that have weak immune systems. This is a virus. It is an invisible threat, an enemy that is projected to take a toll on our communities. So as an Indigenous woman, I want to put a shout out to my fellow sisters out there across Turtle Island that sew, my fellow relatives that are out there that sew, warriors that know how to sew them blankets. The Protect the Sacred Water Walk, we are on quarantine, but we are still here loving the people. And we have two hands, so we can put these hands to work for the people, even in quarantine, because we have nothing better to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working on surgical masks. And right now we are doing them by hand because we do not have access to a sewing machine at this time. We are asking if somebody out there in the Mille Lacs area could give us a loaner so we can mass produce them. We're starting with ourselves and our family unit here in quarantine, making sure that we have proper masks that are capable of filtering viruses out. Not just real pretty. And, but they'll be pretty too. Believe me, they're going to be pretty. My Nimasa, Irene, she picked out some beautiful fabric, y'all. And so what we're asking is for people to join us in the movement of masks for the people. We are asking people who can sew and people who have access to sewing machines to please take a moment and take a look what's going on around you. Even if you do not see the immediate need in your community right now, you are probably going to. And even if you don't, there are places all around Turtle Island right now where the nurses and the doctors caring for the mass sickness that is sweeping grief among the people across the land, they don't have the medical protective gear they need on the front lines. Our elders, our old ones, our children, they do not have medical masks to give them. There is no getting surgical supplies or protective gear here. It is going to happen in your area soon. This is a serious sickness. No matter what our different theories are, the reality is there is a sickness that is sweeping grief across the nation, and we do not have enough surgical masks, gloves, scrubs, gowns, or protective gear to protect ourselves, our loved ones, our elders, our children, our communities. Even here on our tribal lands, we don't have the gear to protect our nurses and doctors on the front lines right now. So there's a lot of us who have made some really pretty quilts. I see the most beautiful ribbon skirts where I come from, y'all. I know you can sew. And so I'm asking, for everybody to join me in the same thing. If you have the ability and you're not doing it already, join the movement Masks for the People. This is what we can do, y'all, while we're quarantined. We can protect ourselves. We can protect those we love. We can protect those in our community who may not have access to masks. We can also protect those on the front line who are caring for those that are sick. So tonight, I'm going to go ahead and set a little humility aside and show off what we're working with right now, just to give you some ideas. We asked our older one to please stay home and let us go to Walmart and face the public and take the ride out for supplies. So we did that, and she was awesome about staying home. I want to tell y'all, I have so much love for my Nimisa Irene. I look up to her and respect her so much. One of the hardest things I've had to do so far is to ask her to let me go and her to stay home, because I know she's tough. She's tougher than I could ever dream of being, y'all. And so it's really hard and humbling that it's coming down to that. But she agreed. So I live feeded it so she could pick out her own material. And I want to encourage that for y'all. If you have to have somebody do that supply run for fabric for y'all, designate somebody and live feed it. Let your family, let your children, let your sister, your mom, your auntie, your uncle, your grandpa, let them pick out their fabric from a live feed if you have to. Whatever it takes to encourage this. Because this is going to become really important now to survival. So this is what we're going to do, and I'm going to show y'all what we're working with right now. We're doing it by hand. We don't have access for a sewing machine. So right now we went and got some bare bones stuff. We got a couple different fabrics. The fabric should be 100% cotton. So we got ourselves some of the flannel type like you use for baby receiving blankets. And then we also got some real pretty patterns. Nimisa Irene's going to look awesome in this. So we got some really pretty patterns. We also made sure we had needles. We got a value pack of thread. And we made sure we had what we needed to cut everything, scissors and a rotary cutter. And I also splurged on a small travel iron. Because that small travel iron is also a steamer. So that's going to allow me, if that's going to allow us, if we can sterilize our environment and ourselves, that's going to allow us to sterilize the masks and put them in Ziploc baggies and distribute them out to other members in the community or medical professionals in need with them already being sterile, even though they should treat them as if they're not. It'll give us the opportunity to get that temperature with that steam going with that. We also picked up some one-sided fusible web as well. So we're hoping that'll help us work with some of the areas. So tonight what I'll be doing is I'm going to be spending a lot of time on YouTube researching the different surgical masks, because I completely understand how to make a simple basic mask. But we're talking about needs here to fight a virus. So I want to make sure that how I'm using and setting up that mask and how I'm sewing it and the materials and how I'm layering them is going to filter all that out. And even though I know how to sew the mask, I can't say I'm an expert on all parts of this. So I'm going to take my time tonight to do research. And then tomorrow, me and Nimisa and little sister, we're gonna sit down here and we're gonna wash the fabric and start cutting it up and sewing it up and getting some masks out there. Miigwech, y'all. As sickness sweeps across Turtle Island, washing the people with grief, I can only hold on to the vision of hope rising above the people, like a new sunrise, bringing that new life and healing. But I think that's going to be a rough ride until then. So I'm still keeping the faith, and I love you all, but there's a lot of people out here that are losing their loved ones to this illness. There's a lot of people on the front lines that don't have masks, and we're all sitting at home. We're quarantined. If you have sewing machines, if you have thread, if you have fabric sitting in your home, and you can spare this for the people on the front lines or the people in our communities, please do so, especially Indigenous people. I can't ask you enough from my Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Ikwe heart. Ogechi Dakwe to Ogechi Dakwe, Ogechi Dakwe to Ogechi Da out there. If you can sew, we need some sewing warriors right now. Step up. So, Chimigwe Chial, much love and respect. Stay strong. Gigawabamin, Minowa.